Hey, I wasn't planning to start this video like this, but the very first time I turned on the Hisense 85 U8 QG, I didn't watch the opening scene, I felt it, like the visuals finally matched how vivid I remember the real world. This is for the kind of person who notices when color feels flat, when highlights wash out, when motion has hesitation instead of flow. You've sat through glare in bright rooms, blur in fast scenes, and depth that never quite settles. And deep down you've thought, there has to be more here. Before anything else, take a moment to check the current price and availability. TVs this capable don't sit at one level forever. You knew it was time to upgrade when your old screen looked okay. But never alive. Movies felt dull instead of cinematic, sports lost impact instead of popping, and games never flowed the way you imagined they should. Your setup wasn't bad, you just outgrew it one flat scene at a time. The relief hits immediately with this screen. Once native 165Hz and VRR up to 288 engage, motion doesn't just happen, it stays smooth even in the fastest moments. That 5000 nit brightness isn't just numbers, it's daylight resilience, where bright rooms stop washing out picture and the scene stays anchored and intentional. Once you live in that space, anything weaker feels like you're watching through a veil instead of inside the moment. Picture this: sunlit outdoor scenes that stay detailed instead of glaring, dark night sequences that reveal nuance instead of hiding it, and action that carries velocity without blur. That's not specs on a sheet, that's presence you feel before your brain even processes it. HDR10 Plus doesn't just add depth, it defines it. And if you're wondering whether Dolby integration really matters, let that doubt go. Audio doesn't just come out, it fills the room, placing sound where it belongs instead of leaving you guessing. Dialogue stays grounded, effects have weight, and scenes gain clarity and dimension you didn't realize you were missing. Here's something you don't expect right away: this screen doesn't fight your environment. Bright living spaces that used to wash out content now feel comfortable rather than adversarial. Reflections fade into the background because the image is simply strong enough to hold its ground. That's one of those benefits you don't realize you're missing until it's finally in front of you. Owning something like this changes how you use your space. You don't lower expectations to cope, you anticipate impact every time you sit down. You don't reserve prime viewing for night, daytime works just as powerful. There's a quiet confidence that comes from knowing your TV doesn't just show content, it respects it in every scene. Visuals that feel rich and anchored, motion that stays fluid and controlled, brightness that beats glare in bright rooms, audio that feels balanced and clear, a display built to elevate every moment. Premium performance at a premium size requires space and thoughtful placement. At some point, you stop circling lesser panels and choose what genuinely resonates with how you watch. Don't let this be one of the upgrades you think about later and wish you hadn't made sooner. Check the price now, trust the instinct that brought you here, and step into visuals that finally feel alive.